Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Coding Card. So in this session we will try to solve one HackerRank problem related with hashing. So you can see here the problem name is ransom note. So let me first explain this problem in a simple way what they are saying. So here you will be given two strings, suppose S1 and S2. Suppose the very first one is S1 and second one is S2. So the problem is saying that from the given string S1 are we able to generate this S2 or not. If it is possible then we have to return yes, otherwise no. So you can see here S2 is having string like give, one, grant, today. So you can see here, if I try to find give in S1, yes, it is present. One is also present. Grant is also present and today is also present. Means all the substrings of S2 are present in S1. So we can easily generate S2 from the given string S1. So we have to return here yes. Now, let me take another example like, so you can see here, this is my S1 and this is my S2. Now if I try to find this, I have in S1, so it is present. Got is also present. Sum is not present over here, but coconuts is present here. So the sum is lagging. So we want to be able to generate this S2 from the given string S1. So here it will return no. Now let me take one more example. Suppose S1 is having value. Suppose I have suppose two pen, and S2 is having value. I have two pen. Suppose this is my string S2. Now if I try to find I in S1, yes it is present. Have is also present. 2 is also present. But in S2 I have occurrences of 2 is twice. You can see here 1 and 1. Pen have also occurred 1 and 1, means it is present. So we are left with 1 2. So we want to be able to generate this S2 from the given string S1. So it will return no. So this is the problem here. If it is possible to generate S2 from the given string S1, then we have to return yes, otherwise no. So you can see here they are calling the function check magazine and they are passing two list. They converted a very first string into list magazine and the second one as a note magazine, note list. So they are passing two list magazine and note. So we have to complete this function. So the approach is quite simple. We'll simply use two counter C1 and C2. We'll simply use C1 and C2. So what we will do, we'll keep the track of the occurrences for all the substring. Like here I have occurred only once, have occurred once, two have occurred one, and pen have occurred one in C1. And for C2 we'll check I have occurred one time, have one time, and two have occurred here twice. This is two have occurred twice and pen have occurred one. Now what we will do, we will take the key of C2 and try to find in C1. We will take key of C2 and try to find in C1. So here one is present, yes, present in C1, yes. If it is present, if present, then at the same time we will try to check whether that value in C2, whether that value in C1 is greater than or equal to the value of C2 or not. Means if that key of C2 is present in C1 and at the same time C1 value for that key should be greater than equal to C2. This is cause if you try to see for this key here, 2 is present, key 2 is present in C1, and I have told that we have to check at the same time value for C1 value should be greater than equal to C2 value. If this is the case, then only we are able to continue, means it is possible. So you can see here the key is present, but the value you can see here C1 value is only 1 and C2 is value is 2. This is not passing the case. So here we will return no. So only we have to check two conditions. So let us write our code here. Here we will simply use counter. So let me zoom this one. So from collection import counter. Now what we will do, we will take C1 equal to counter for magazine and C2 for note. Now we are done. Now we will try to iterate in C2 for key and value in C2 dot items. We have got key and value from C2. Now we will try to check in C1. If key is present in, if key in C1, then at the same time we will check C1 of value, C1 of k should be greater than equal to the value present at that key in C1 should be greater than equal to the value of C2, like this one for 2. If that key is present, if 2 is present, then we will simply check the value for this 2 in C1. Their value is 2 for C1 and value for C2 is 2. So you can see here it will return 1 and for C2 it will return 2. So I am checking the condition whether this value is greater than equal to or not. If it is not possible, then it will simply break the loop. If this case is satisfied, we will simply continue. So you can see here for the very first key, here I is present in C1 and the value is also equal. It will simply continue. Again for have, both are equal and values are also equal. Continue. Now for these two, key is present, but here the value is 1. This value is 1 and v value is how much? 2. So 1 is greater than equal to 2. No, this is false. It will simply break. Else we will break. Now here we will take one flag variable. If it is false, then we will simply set the flag to false. Now and at last we will check if my flag is true. If flag, then we'll simply print. We don't have to return. We have to simply print here. Print yes. Else we have to print no. Else print no. This is the problem. So let us try to run this code. So you can see here it is passing all the sample test cases. Let me submit this code. So we are almost done with all the hidden test cases. So congratulations, we are done with all the hidden test cases. So this was one approach. So let me explain you another approach. So let me before that approach, let me explain you one thing here. Suppose I have two dictionaries. Suppose I have two dictionaries. Suppose let me import here from collection, import counter. Now suppose I have two dictionaries C1 and C2 like. Suppose I have written over here. Let me paste here. Suppose I have two string magazine and note. Magazine is having value. This string is 1, 2, 3 and 4 and note is 1, 2, 3. Now I have simply converted into counter C1 and C2. Now you can see here if I print C1 minus C2 and print C2 minus C1. So you can see here the output. So what it did, before that let me print C1 and C2. Print C1 and print C2. So you can see here in C1 the occurrences for all the substring is, you can see here 1 1 1. Now I did here C1 minus C2. So what it will do, it will find the key from C1 and C2 and subtract the value over there. So you can see here 1 and 1 both are equal and value is also equal. So it will simply subtract and the value get deleted. Means if both are equal, then the value will be subtracted and the key will be deleted. Now you can see here for 2 both are equal, so this value is separated and nothing is left, so this key will be deleted. Again for 3 are also matching this, then this will be deleted and we are left with 4. So a new counter will be returned with value 4 and 1. Now this is C1 minus C2. Now for C2 minus C1, in C2 I have 1 2 and 3. So you can see here 1 2 3 both are present in C1, so all the value will be deleted. In C2 all the value will be deleted, you can see here. For C2 we have only 1 2 3 and I am subtracting C2 minus C1, so all the value will be deleted and nothing is left, so an empty counter will be returned. Now let me write one more thing here. If I try to print C2 over here, so you can see here this returns me a new counter, it doesn't change the original counter C2. So you can see here C2 is still the same, the last line. So you can also check here, like suppose x equal to C2 minus C1 and print x. So you can see here while printing x is a new empty counter. So this C1 or C1 minus C2 or C2 minus C1 returns a new counter. Now if I try to add this one, you can see here if I try to add C1 minus C2 or C2 plus C1, if I try to add both C1 and C2, what it will do, for the common key it will simply add the value. If that, you can see here I'm adding C2 plus C1 and it will return a new counter. So you can see here both 1 were present in both the C1 and C2, so the value got added for that key. 2 were present, so value 1 and 1 got added in the key 2. Same for the 3, and 4 was only present in C1, so it got remained with value only 1. Now if I apply the same logic over here in the given question, if I try the logic like C2 minus C1, if I apply this logic over there, if all the value were present if all the value of C2 were present in C1, then it will simply return me what, an empty counter. Then I will simply check a condition for empty counter over there. So let me delete this one. Here we will check if C2 minus C1 is equal to, if all the key of C2 is present in C1, it will simply delete all the values and simply return us empty counter. Empty dictionary. If it is the case, then we'll simply print here yes. No need to print here, let me just delete this code. We'll simply print yes, else we'll simply print no. Let us try to run this code. So you can see here it is working fine. So let me submit this code. It's running for 8 and 13. So you can see here all the test case got passed. So congratulations. So both the logic are working. So if you like this video, please do give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And in next session, I will be explaining how inner dictionary works. So stay tuned.